Hello and welcome again to my channel. I want to talk to you this evening in one of the biggest topic. And when I say the biggest topic, it ties into so many things. But first, I want to ask you a question. How is it that you can manage a department? You can lead a meeting. You're raising your children and still feel completely undone when it comes to divorce. Again, let this sink in. How is it that you run a department, very good at it. You run a meeting, facilitating these meetings. You have everything. You dot your I's, you cross your T's, and nothing goes undone there. You're raising your children and you're very good at it. Yet, you're completely undone when it comes to divorce. Let that sink in for a while. You're competent at work, yet you're uncertain at home. You are financially responsible, but emotionally drained. You're strong for everyone, but tired of being strong alone. Does that resonate with you? Does that resonate with you? Today we're talking about a divorced professional woman like you and I reclaim our confidence, our financial power and emotional peace without losing ourselves in the process, because many times we do. Because divorce is not the end of us. It's not the end of you and I. Divorce reveals the truth about us, the true you. That's what it does. And so when we talk about identity and the way things shift, no one told us, there's no guideline as to the shift that takes place during divorce. And as you and I know about divorce, one of the hardest thing for us is just that we just don't lose the marriage. Many times, most cases, we lose our identity. The wife, the partner, the one who we shared decisions, our shared incomes, our shared dreams, and now you're alone. And now everything becomes you. Financially, you. Those dreams and those plans, you. Everything now becomes you. You're the primary stakeholder in all of this now. You're the stabilizer. And no one teaches you how to grieve privately while performing publicly. You see, you're expected to bounce right back. You're expected to hold your shoulder up high and perform and do the work that you're called to do. You need to be strong. But healing is not a bounce. Healing is not a bounce. Healing rebuilds. And the truth is that in rebuilding, you have to be honest with yourself, because that requires truth. It does require truth. When you talk about the financial part after divorce, is that your financial confidence have to be rebuilt. It has to be rebuilt. And let me say this boldly. If you do not take control of your finances, all those anxieties that you feel will not go anywhere. They will stay with you. I've had women, professional women, tells me that they put the bills away. They just put them away. They don't deal with them at that time until they're ready to deal with them. And as you and I know, putting them away doesn't mean they go away. And one of the biggest things that keep us in a bind and keep us anxious is our finances after divorce. Because like I said, it's just you. It's no sharing of the income anymore. No, it's just you. You got to take care of everything. So financial confidence is not just about money. It's not. It's about your safety. It's about stability. And it's about the choices that you make along the way. The choices. Many times, we as divorced women, and I say we, because as you know that I have been through a divorce and I've had to make so many changes along the way. I've had to choose the things that I need over the things that I really want. And it doesn't matter how much you're earning financially. Many divorced women are broke, straight out broke, because you're carrying all that weight. Broke, anxious. And many times it's because we really are used to one lifestyle, used to all the sharing, and yet we cannot compartmentalize everything that has happened, especially if we're doing it in a rush. Remember, I said before is that what you truly need is support. Sometimes you need therapy, you need a coach, you need a support, a strong support system that you can trust. And circle yourself with individuals who are there for you and to help you through this process of healing, but help you to compartmentalize. Because you see, another thing that really bothers us is facing the numbers. You see, if you are ready to face the numbers without fear, you're good. Creating a realistic budget, one that you can actually accomplish. That's good. You'll hear me talk about the emergency funds. I was one of them who said, I can't do it. I don't have enough to put away for emergency. But it works 100%, putting away those financial emergency funds, because I'm telling you, those times will come upon you like nothing. They just rush upon you. It's like a snowstorm, or I would say a flood, and you need to react. You need to move immediately. And redefining the lifestyle. You're not shrinking, you're actually restructuring. When you say that financial clarity, it silences the fear. It really does. It silences all this that's going on inside of you. Silence the fear. And when fear is quiet, when fear is quiet, you're actually gaining strength. So that is how you start to reclaim your power. Yes, I know that these things that I'm saying to you might be something that you are contemplating, you are looking at. However, is that giving it too much time means too much work. I had the opportunity to speak to someone sometime not too long ago, and you might hear me say this work. I use the word work all the time. And, this beautiful professional told me that when you say work, it means I have to have to work again. Maybe I need to change that. But it takes work for you to get to the place where you want to go financially, spiritually. Healing takes. And the emotional side of healing, that is another place where we got to just work on that. This is a strong one. You normally don't cry in public. You don't collapse at work. You keep moving because you got to show everything got to work. Everything got to seem smooth and no one knows what's going on. I'm laughing because I've been there, done that. But the unresolved grief shows up. It shows up on the job and sometimes, or in your life, it just in general. But the place where it shows up more is where you're at most. You're performing most. You're irritable at work. You're overworking to compensate so you don't feel. You try to mask the pain. Emotional numbness, right? And you don't trust. You cannot be vulnerable to anyone because that's weakness. Healing emotionally after divorce require us to get some support if they're giving us support. It was so hard for me to do. I didn't want anyone to feel sorry for me. That's what I call it. And the truth is that you cannot outwork the pain. You cannot outwork the pain. This is a process. It is a process that you and I have to go through. And again, if you cannot, if you cannot outwork all of that, you need support to go through the process and you have to accept support. That's the only way you're going to heal in such a way that you're so much stronger. And that's why I do the work that I do. I support women who've gone through the divorce. Again, you might need therapy, you need coaching. It might be, practicing some reflection, faith-based. It might be, You finding that group of like-minded individuals who lift you up, not help you to stay in the doom and gloom. No. And one of the things that I find that it is so above all things, you need to be honest with yourself, taking inventory of you. Nobody knows you like you. No one knows you like you. You are the architect of your life. You are the one who knows exactly what you want. You are the one who know where you want to go. And we can just help you, walk alongside you, and help you to get there. Just know that getting the support and everything is that you are not weak in needing the support. I tell you, you are wise in pursuing everything that is going to help you to get to a place of stability. Yes, you are. And many times we don't think that. To be honest, if you are starting over after divorce, the areas that you need to focus on is the financial restructuring. I'm sorry. The emotional restoration and rebuilding really honest, healthy relationship. And that's the trifecta, really, of your transformation. You don't need to be revenging anyone. Don't need to prove a point to anyone. You don't need to be performing for anyone. What you need to do is to be intentional in rebuilding so you can get to the place where you want to go, where you are strong, where you're accountable to self, and you're choosing you beyond anything else. I love to teach on this. I love to really talk about the trifecta of all the things that we've been through, what it boils down to as women who've gone through divorce. Divorce does not disqualify you, it really clarifies you. I often say this, that you're not behind, you're becoming. And the strongest version of you is not the woman who went through all of this doubt and everything. It's not a woman who held it together in silence. It's a woman who is willing and is ready to stand in her truth. Financial awareness, emotional healing, spiritual grounding. Those are the things that really help you to be strong and be able to stand in your truth as you rebuild as a woman after divorce. If you're that woman, if you're that professional woman who's ready to rebuild with structure and strength and clarity, just know you're not alone and you do not have to start blindly. You can start by being strategic in the things that you're doing. My life is a living testimony of a woman who has been through divorce. And I cannot say that I have conquered, but I can say that I am able to walk in my truth today because of all the work that I have done. And that gives me the opportunity to help the next woman, you, and the next individual to do the same thing. If this message speak to you, subscribe to my channel for weekly teaching on divorce recovery for professional women. You can also comment in the chat, rebuild, if you're ready to take control of your next chapter. And the next thing I ask you to do is to share this with the woman who needs to hear this. The next woman who is broken and is watching you, the way you do things, the way you rebuild, the way you stand strong. Just be honest when you let her know that it is not, and I say again, it is not a sprint. Let them know it's the marathon, because rebuilding is not easy, but it takes everything that you have in you. The same way you're able to run those meetings in the department, and the same way you turn up for everyone every single day. It takes time to rebuild. So remember, you are becoming. Thank you for watching this video. Again, if it resonates with you, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel for more on the teaching of divorced women recovery. Thank you for watching.